Walford is simmering with danger, and the walls are closing in faster than anyone realizes. Ravi Galati's criminal empire is about to be shaken to its core, and Teddy Mitchell has placed himself on the line in a plan that could either expose the villain or end in disaster. Harry stands at a crossroads, betray his father's carefully laid trap or risk everything to protect his best friend, Kojo. Meanwhile, Johnny Carter's ambition is on the line after a shocking blunder that could destroy his career, and Joel's violent secret threatens to erupt at any moment. Every whisper, every glance, every lie is a clue, but who will survive when the truth finally comes crashing down? In a world where loyalty is tested and betrayal lurks behind every corner, Walford's fate hangs by a thread. If you want to uncover all the explosive twists in EastEnders, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a shocking revelation. Teddy's dangerous game. The Vic was buzzing, but Teddy Mitchell's mind was elsewhere. His plan to expose Ravi Galati required precision, courage, and a cold heart. As Harry took Kojo and Gina out for lunch, Teddy's hands shook slightly, not with fear, but anticipation. Pocketing a set of keys to Kojo's flat, he slipped away unnoticed. Every step toward the apartment echoed in his mind like a warning drum. The city streets blurred as adrenaline surged, his heartbeat matching every footfall. One wrong move, and all his efforts, everything he stood for, would crumble. But Teddy wasn't about to let fear dictate the night. Not when Walford, Kojo, and the truth depended on him. The hidden camera. Inside the quiet flat, Teddy set up a small black device, carefully concealing a high-tech camera among Kojo's belongings. With a single glance at his phone, the live feed confirmed. He now had eyes into Ravi and Oki's operations. But as Teddy slipped back into the shadows, a chilling thought struck him. What if they discovered the camera? The consequences were unthinkable, deadly. And yet, this was the only way to save Kojo from the grip of men who thrived on fear and violence. Harry's impossible choice. Harry's phone vibrated, and for a fleeting second, hope sparked. But relief turned to dread as Ravi's cold voice filled the line. "Tell us where the camera is, or your friend won't leave this place alive." Trapped between loyalty to his father's daring plan and the life of his best friend, Harry felt the walls of Walford closing in. Every second brought a mounting terror, the kind that freezes a man in his tracks, making him question what he thought he knew about courage. Would he betray Teddy's plan, or gamble everything on hope and ingenuity? Johnny's downfall. Meanwhile, across Walford, another storm brewed. Johnny Carter, the resident legal eagle, was on the brink of ruin. Elaine Peacock's ambitious vision for number 5 had inspired him to strike out on his own, but one careless click erased all hope. After a night of celebration, a hangover, and one too many drinks, Johnny accidentally sent his carefully drafted business proposal to every client and his current boss. Panic consumed him as the realization sank in. His career, and potentially his livelihood, had been destroyed in a single moment of recklessness. Callum tried to console him, but the damage was done. Johnny now faced the impossible: rebuild his life or accept defeat. Joel's violent secret. Tommy's garage was dimly lit, a temporary sanctuary for a desperate man. Joel, frantic and desperate after attacking Vicky, huddled in a corner, glancing at every creak of the garage door. Unaware of the full consequences of his actions, Tommy had taken in a man he barely knew, but it was loyalty, not judgment, that guided him. Walford's whispers spread like wildfire. Vicky's attack had shaken the community to its core, but the truth of Joel's violence remained hidden. Ross, furious and determined, rushed to the hospital, anger and disbelief etched across his face. How long before Joel's secret exploded into public knowledge? Teddy versus Ravi. Back at the flat, Teddy's nerves were taut as wires. Ravi and Oki had appeared unexpectedly earlier, their sinister presence lingering in the air. But the camera remained undiscovered. Teddy's plan was working, but only just. Every conversation, every threat recorded in secret could bring down Ravi's empire, but only if no one noticed. The tension was suffocating. One slip, one misstep, one stray glance, and Walford's carefully balanced world could shatter. The ticking clock. Harry's struggle grew more intense. Every interaction with Ravi and Oki became a deadly negotiation. The pressure to reveal the camera's location was immense, and every second without action felt like an eternity. At the same time, Teddy monitored the feed obsessively, aware that any sign of suspicion could trigger disaster. Walford's fate rested on split-second timing, on nerves of steel, and on the courage of a father who refused to stand idle. Johnny's turning point. While chaos consumed Walford, Johnny Carter faced his personal crucible. His career might be in ruins, but Callum's support sparked a glimmer of hope. Could this be the chance to reinvent himself, free from the constraints of his old life? As Johnny navigated heartbreak, embarrassment, and career setbacks, one truth became clear. Sometimes disaster is the first step toward an unexpected victory. But Walford had a habit of complicating even the simplest paths to redemption. Secrets on the edge. Joel remained in hiding. Vicky recovered physically, but the emotional scars ran deep. Teddy's plan edged closer to its breaking point. Harry's loyalty hung by a thread. Every character, every secret, every betrayal intersected in a deadly web of suspense. Ravi's empire, built on fear and control, faced the first real threat it had ever known. And the people of Walford were about to witness the kind of chaos that could destroy friendships, careers, and lives if Teddy failed. The heartbeat of truth. And then it happened. The camera captured something unexpected. A slip, a betrayal, a moment of hubris from Ravi and Oki. Teddy knew the risk was worth it. Kojo could be saved. Harry could survive. Walford's villains could finally face justice. But the question remained, would the truth bring freedom or ignite revenge more explosive than anyone imagined? In Walford, secrets never stay buried for long, and every choice comes with a price. One heartbeat, one decision, one revelation away, and the stage was set for a storm that would change everything.